Hey YouTube, hey, so I am going to shoot a quick little video here about lead paint removal. I know a lot of you guys are removing lead paint, scouring YouTube, looking for some hints, kind of like I did. And there's not a lot of good stuff out there. There's some good stuff, but it's not really comprehensive. So I'm going to try to make this short and give some decent information. This might be part one of a part 2 or 3 series, but here's what I've got. I've got this beautiful, beautiful entryway to this house, and it is 120 years old, and it has been painted at least once, probably twice, with lead paint over the years. And there have been professional, quote unquote, professional painters here, a few times, and no one really addresses the problem here. They just schlock some regular paint on top of the lead paint, collect their check, and go. Well, now it's just kind of a mess. Here, we're going to zoom in. You see all the mushy texture up there, and then next to the doorbell, it's all alligator peeling. And then up there in the archway, you could see how it's a mess. So over here, this one I already spent, the better part of a day, day and a half stripping this guy, because he was all mushed up like this guy over here. So I'm going to tell you what I've been using, what works and what doesn't work. So what you should have when you're doing this job: P100 respirator, and try to shave if you can. These things, all the dust, fumes, you don't want to be breathing any of it. Lead's pretty serious. It will kill you or make you stupid. So don't mess around. Be careful. Gloves. When you're working with hot things, I have some thick, heavy gloves. I got a welder glove and some winter work glove. That works good. So I'm stripping the paint with 2 different things. Right here I have my heat gun. And I'll tell you, the heat gun works really, really well for these small, highly detailed areas. Getting in where there's lots of weird, curvy features. The other thing that works really good is this. This is an infrared heat lamp. Bought it off Amazon for 90 bucks. I suppose any high-powered heat lamp or infrared lamp with a bulb, get the kind with the bulb, and this is 1,000 watts. So if you want to strip big areas really fast, this thing's like 5 inches by 11 inches. If I were to, want to remove like big sections of flat surfaces, that would be my go-to choice. But right now, I'm focusing on just the areas where the paint is the worst. I am not going to strip this whole thing, because at the current pace, if this took me like, a day, day and a half, you could see like this whole thing here, I'd probably spend a month. And guess who's not doing that? Me. I'm not going to spend a month here. So the plan is to just do the bad areas here. Now, this lead that I have all over the ground, it's a mess. Here I have the shop vac. Let's pull that a little bit. I've got a HEPA filter in there. I've got, this is a Dust Deputy, one of those Vortex cyclone filters. Those things work fantastic. If you guys don't have one of these, you're really missing out. This is a game changer for vacuum technology. Here, I'll let you see the label, Dust Deputy. There's some knockoff brands of this that you can find on Amazon for like 25 bucks that, the reviews, they say they actually work better. But this thing will keep 99% of all the debris out of your shop vac. This thing's actually almost full, and my filter, I just checked it the other day, is almost brand new, clean looking. So anyway, make sure that as you make lead dust and debris everywhere, You know, this stuff's hazardous. It gets on your feet. It gets everywhere. You want to keep cleaning up while you go so you don't track this stuff all over creation. So that's what you need to do there. So let's go back to the big plan. The big plan is just, I'm replacing these columns, by the way. You know, so don't worry about the columns. We're again brand new columns. But all this other stuff, you could see where, you know, it just looks boogery and cracked. You know, you see all that. We're going to use the heat gun and the infrared lamp. We're going to remove probably, I don't know, 10% of what you see around here. Just going to do the really ugly mashed potato-y look areas. And then what we're going to come in, like this area right here, I'm probably not going to go any further. This area is done. I'm going to prime this, some Kilz primer, and then I'm going to come back over this with some polyester auto body fill. You see it at O'Reilly Automotive. Polyester body fill is a little bit different from Bondo. Bondo is a fiberglass body fill. Polyester body fill is easier to sand. It's made for, you know, not very deep repairs, like 1/8 of an inch or less, whereas the Bondo is much, much thicker. So I'm going to fill big craters like this with polyester body fill. Prime it, fill it with polyester body fill. I'm going to sand these areas so there's no big cratery things. And then the way I'm going to treat, you know, you could see this alligator texture. You know, let's zoom in. You see all that alligator-y stuff? And it goes up there, it's across the ceiling too. I'm not going to strip that. So there's this, if you Google it up, I just Googled it up. It's made by, I think, Zinsser, but it's triple thick binding primer. It goes on like goo, and it's designed to hide peeling paint and seal peeling paint. So I'm going to paint over all this, and hopefully the product will perform as advertised and make all of this ugly alligator texture go away, and it'll look like brand new. So anyway, I'm I don't know, third day into this project, but I just wanted to document it and show what's going on, so that this helps other people, you know, with their lead stripping jobs. So again, you know, take your precautions, wear your gloves, wear your mask, have your HEPA filter, you know, vacuum this stuff up. I'm getting ready to do a round of vacuuming up. I vacuum about every 10 or 15 minutes just to keep it off my feet. I will vacuum my clothes before I leave this job site. And, you know, there'll probably be part 2 and part 3 as we go here. But I just want to throw this out there. Hopefully it helps somebody. All right. Good luck with your project.